PokerGO is the only place you can find live coverage of the 2024 World Series of Poker.
Just needs to fade the two outer.
All summer long, catch pros, dreamers, and everyone in between as they go bracelet hunting.
And it is Dunaway's day!
The $1.3 million and a first ever World Series of Poker bracelet for Lou Garza.
And finds the six that's not a spade! The bracelet is Brewers! It's over! Daniel Weinman, the 2023 World Champion.
From the Colossus to the main event, PokerGO is where you'll find all the action. To 100 hours of live World Series events, download PokerGO now. Use code WSOP24 for 20% off an annual subscription.
Play your hand, play your hand. No buck, counting the stacks, stacking the bags. 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 No buck, play your hand, play your hand. Play your hand, play your hand. Play your hand, play your hand. Play your hand, play your hand.
And with that, we welcome you back to Champions Club in Houston. This is the Texas Poker Open, and this day begins our final table coverage of our PGT High Rollers, a $5,000 buy-in, a prize pool of almost $250,000. Jeff Platt alongside the Texas Poker Open 6th place finisher, Brent Hanks. Brent, good to have you here. So you did not spend $5K of the $80K plus you earned on this tournament.
That's right. I actually spent $50K. I was in for a few shells, Jeff.
Okay, 50.
Unsuccessful,
50.
but, still up on the trip.
Clement Deng is up on the rest of this final table. He's got more than $2.4 million in chips as we look at the payouts. Our final 7 are guaranteed $9,800 with a 5K pay jump from 7th to 6th up top. Almost $86,000, 86 points on the PGT. Tzs Shing in the mix. Actually, the only one of these 7 who did not cash in the main.
It's an Octopi Poker takeover at this final table. Of course, Tzs Shing, one of the founders, and the CEO, Andrew Lichtenberger here. Lucky Chewy. We've had Feng on numerous broadcasts thus far. Local here from the Houston area, plays a lot of high stakes cash and bigger buy-in tournament events.
And there is Lucky Chewy. More than $20 million in career live tournament earnings. Opens here with the A6 suited. David Mzareulov, who you battled plenty and
played a lot with Mzareulov, yeah. He and I were 2 of the shorter stacks with 2 tables to go, trying to hold on, run it up, reach that final 9.
Those red chips are worth 5K apiece. The greens are 25K each. The blue plaques are time extensions worth 30 seconds apiece. 20 seconds pre-flop, 30 seconds post-flop.
Can I get a coffee with cream and sugar?
That's the WPT World Champion, Dan Sepiol. Getting caffeinated.
Also won a PGT High Roller out here in Houston. Rocking a cowboy hat, collected a belt buckle.
One of 3 High Roller winners so far, joining Victoria Lifshitz and Aram Zobian in that crew.
All right, Chewy.
Couple good ones here. Raising back-to-back hands.
And a battle. Perhaps, no. Philip is out. Gets awkward, you know. Philip and Chewy, such good friends, colleagues. I don't want to see them Go to war underwater here?
I do.
The trenches?
That'd be nice.
Octopus blood? Nobody wants that. You like that, Jeff?
I like that.
All right.
You got to collide. Do battle. With the pile in front of Clement Deng. Coming off an 80th place finish in the main. Did not quite make that a profitable venture. In for a few bullets, but is looking to get some money back here. As the King-9 here in the cutoff.
Got to know Clement Deng over the last couple of days, talking with him down in the lobby after events. What a tremendous player, great mind. Went to the University of Pennsylvania, was a part of the swimming team out there. Highly competitive, athletic kid. Brilliant, by the way, Jeff. You can't attend the University of Pennsylvania unless you're brilliant.
He's just run into it here, though. As David finds the ace-queen and the accompanying jam. Which is for about 11 bigs. Blinds 15K, 30K, 30K big blind ante. I think this level will be slightly shorter because we got to our final 7 during this level late last night. Jeremy Osmus bubbled.
Yeah, I see you really wanted to make sure everybody knew that.
Jeremy
huh?
Osmus did. Let me just check the records. I just want to be sure. Don't want to be unfair. Yes, he did. Jeremy Osmus did bubble.
It's been tough out there. Osmus made a run in the main. Final 2 tables. I think he's got another stone bubble in one of the high rollers as well. The pain.
He finished 11th in that main for $33,000.
Yeah, the pain that poker often brings can be quite brutal. And Jeff, your just continuation of adding to the struggles and needling Jeremy Osmus. I'm worried about how he may react to you one of these days, these nights, walking down the hallways back to our rooms here at Champions Club, and you throw him that extra needle.
I believe I'm simply reporting the facts, which is what I do as a journalist.
You're a journalist.
A journalist. Probably the most professional and unbiased host in the journalism world. Mike Wang defends here at the King 4 suited. He's had a great week. Second in the first 5K, 47th in the main. Won the $400 here for more than $20,000 and flops the Stone Colds.
Not a terrible flop when you're defending
You think
off
he's
of
going
this
to call?
stack.
The all in and the call. And Sepiol dead to runner, full house.
That'll do it.
You only play the nuts, huh? Only the nuts. No sweat.
Wang's had a little momentum out here in Houston as well. Took down one of the
Those are famous last
daily monster stacks, $400 buy, and ended up getting more than 4. Oh, we've got outs. Hold on.
7 on the turn. Sepiol now live to an 8 or a 7. It does find a 7 on the river. Mike Wang eliminated in brutal fashion. That's how the WPT World Champ gets it done. Wang out in 7th for $9,800.
That is a sick one for Wang. Just started singing his praises about the parlay and the little heat streak out here for Wang.
I would have let you continue that, but considering I just said it like 4 seconds before, I think I'm going to go ahead and move through it and not let you finish.
I'd like to go back to that, and then 9,800 more here, Jeff.
6th, guaranteed $14,700.
Yes.
Another pay jump worth about 5K.
Did you mention the monster
Yep,
stack?
I did. That was the last thing I mentioned.
Did you mention the high roller?
Yeah, you
Yep, that was the thing I mentioned about 6 seconds before the monster stack. Mention the main in between in case you're curious.
You did mention the main.
I did, yeah, I did.
No, you just jumped.
Oh, he was
You jumped him.
acting still.
That's okay. You took half the day off. You're a little rusty in the booth, getting it back.
I don't think he minds.
Well, I've never paid attention to anything you say anyway.
That's true.
I mean, you can't see either. Like, it's kind of tough. Yeah, you probably-
And the one big blind is. Oh wait, no, it's safe.
You know, Chewy with the hoodie off around the shoulder. Has he been in the gym?
I opened the
Perhaps.
He looks like
looks
he's
good. Looks fit.
getting
looks
quite
lean.
fit.
Just because I'm all in the big blind, but small blind hadn't acted yet. Small blind was gonna VP it, but then he just like folds.
Yeah, of course.
And he would have won, but I ended up winning versus Isaac.
He's like in my top 3 favorite poker characters.
He's fun.
Isaac?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's hilarious.
he's the man.
Talking about Isaac Kempton, a.k.a. the Nightcrawler.
It's been an entertaining figure to have around
He's
here.
so funny.
A 7 for Chewy off about 30 bigs. Sepiol a little more in the big. Looks down at the Jack 3 suited. Just gonna let it go.
Thank you.
Chewy finished second in the 25K USPO series finale. Lost to Stephen Chidwick heads up.
Wake up, Philip.
Wake up.
Got my own teapot.
OccupyPoker.ai is live.
Black tea.
That's the old school patch that
Yeah,
he's
we
wearing.
gotta get him a new one. Or we're gonna have a new
Well,
new one
now
soon,
listen,
right?
the old school one is considered lucky.
Oh,
has
this
a
I was
little
not
juju.
aware of.
Thank you. 5 on you? Thank you.
Sepiol limps in.
A stone 0 sort of holding for Deng. I love seeing this as the chip leader.
Gonna pounce.
Just jump on it. Sizable. And it's all about frequency in these spots. It doesn't mean you just raise 9 deuce off
Right.
every single time, 100% of the time. Remain balanced. My guess is he'll probably have a better holding than 9 deuce the next orbit.
260?
But you never
Oh,
know. Oh, this is
Sepiol
clever.
setting
Wow.
this one up. Perhaps ready to get pounced on by the chip leader. Curious as to his holding, but we will not know.
I'm going to go with ace 10 offsuit.
Could see it. We'll have 3 more final tables to showcase over the course of this week. Tomorrow we switch to PLO. Thursday, back to No Limit with a 10K buy-in, and then Friday a 10K PLO to wrap it up. We have plans to use another commentary team for the PLO.
You and I, pal.
Oh boy.
Experts.
Oh boy. Sepiol 2 jacks. And Deng with the king 10 off in the small blind as the chip leader will make the call. David looks down at the king 10 off as well in the big as the short stack. He's in there as well. And it comes king 6-4. It's both Deng and Mzareulov outflop Sepiol. Deng will lead for 60K.
This action now out in front of Sepiol could lead him to a fold. Deng has plenty of kings in his calling range out of the small blind. Have to be concerned about the shorter stack being mixed up, but just in case. It is small sizing. There's a world in which it just checks around.
Yeah.
Diamonds come home now. And I think if Deng had an 8, some sort of suited 8, he would have also bet there on the turn. If Sepiol bets here, he for sure is turning 2 jacks into a bluff. Wow.
Ooh, and the overbet at that.
This is really filthy
wow,
stuff.
this is very crafty.
He knows one of them has a king. As we can see, both have a king, and he is turning 2 jacks into a bluff.
And both are going to be put in tough positions, right? Deng has Mzareulov behind him. Mzarelov's tournament life is going to be on the line here. Should he make the call, we can see that it would lead to more than a double up.
This is really sick.
Deng pretty much instantly gets out of the way.
This is all that Mzareulov can beat, right?
Yeah.
He has to beat these sorts of holdings, turning their hands into a bluff. The line that Sepiol, or what he's suggesting that he represents, is a river flush or maybe a set of 9s that could have come home on the river that didn't fold on the turn. King 10 is in jail. You have a pure bluff catcher. Wow.
But he does make the call, and it's a good call at that. Ten of diamonds in his hand, perhaps a key path to making that decision. But still, that's a tough call to make for your tournament life.
Great call. Great bluff. That was a beautiful hand of poker.
Former GPI Mid-Major Player of the Year, finished 12th in the main, 8th at the WPT Seminole main. Riding a bit of a heater, playing well, it's David Mzareulov. Here's a tweet, or I guess a post on X from Phil Hellmuth.
Is that right?
He says, great run at Buffalo Hanks. Hashtag positivity.
Okay. Thank you, Phil. 17-time World Series of Poker champion. I've taught him a thing or two over the years, Jeff. I know he was tuned in, watching the coverage. No doubt, he absolutely hated my bust. All business here.
Yep.
Not a lot of conversation.
Not the chattiest bunch.
When the stakes go up and you're playing at this high of a level, the meta game's in place. That hand we saw a moment ago. These guys are out for blood. Very rarely do we have a chatty table amongst high rollers.
Sure.
Now, day one,
yeah,
completely
that's what
different
I was just gonna
story.
say. That's why our day one, heart of why our day one coverage has been so well received. Danny opens here in the hijack. David calls button, ace-2 suited.
I didn't see that. Weird things going on.
Queen 9-7-1 diamond.
Yeah. Oh, you see me open? No, I didn't. Did I get an ice green tea?
Well, this man won the WPT World Championship in December for more than $5.2 million.
Hot green tea? Yeah, thanks.
Followed that up with a 5th place finish on the boat on the WPT voyage.
It was that performance, not the one on the boat. Also, that was great.
A lot of competition on that boat.
The WPT Championship, that performance is what really put him on everyone's radar, saying, this kid can play. You knew it. I knew it from some of the smaller events. We've played a lot of stuff with Sepiol over the years, especially you have, Jeff, and knew he was a good player. But that performance, my goodness.
Right, knew he was pretty fearless. That took it to a whole new level. Chewy finished 3rd in that event. I think he'd be the first to approve of those comments. Feng, all of it. And that'll get through. Han Feng won the WSOP Circuit main event in Tulsa just last month. Part of that Joker Stars Houston crew.
Will Leffingwell, a local here, he calls them the Stallions.
The Stallions are the Joker Stars. Okay.
Mzareulov, a part of the Stallions as well, here at this table. So I guess if you're a local, and you play amongst the bigger games, you're a Stallion.
Stallion.
Yeah.
You're either a stallion or an octopus in today's poker world.
Yeah.
Or
not to be
today's final
confused
table.
with the wild stallion, Jimmy D.
Right. No, that's a different different realm.
He's back on the road, by the way, out of here.
Yeah, he's gone. Great to see Jimmy D.
I think he's
here.
driving to Dallas now and then
Okay.
eventually meandering his way back up to Chicago.
Doesn't like flying.
No. What a road trip.
Feng will just call here on the button. Fates. Oh. I think he just called.
It looked like a call. But maybe we're missing something.
We miss things quite frequently. But yeah, that was just a call, and Sepiol's in there in the big. Seven, 3 deuce. Those 8s are best. A wheel draw is there for Deng. Believe Sepiol flop top pair, yeah.
Tremendous spot for Feng with his 2 8s. Hard to have the overpair when you've got pocket 8s. This sort of texture, as good as it gets. Sepiol may have a huge decision to
Absolutely.
make with that 7.
Race. 125.
The small raise here. Seven into the muck. Good lay down. Deng not done. Turn queen of spades. Feng with the 8 of spades in his hand.
Feng, by the way, getting max value with these 2 8s. Had he just ripped it pre over top of the raise, hand was over. But taking this route, he was able to find a raise on the flop, getting more action.
Another deuce on the river.
I can take that as a new nickname, the guy with green. I love that.
The guy at the end.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Deng leading for 325K.
This is quite
And remember,
filthy.
it's our number in the bottom left of the screen's a little off, but it is for just about all of Feng's chips. You see, he has 335 or so in front of him.
Green. I love it. I wouldn't say I've been obsessed with like leprechauns and elves, but I've always really enjoyed them.
Just throws out 3-time extensions. Maybe we're going to go through some here.
So to be associated with one,
Really
is quite an
tough.
honor.
What a line by Deng, calling the check, or excuse me, calling the raise on the flop
Keebler elves.
with
bro.
ace-4.
How can you not love him?
I know. It's good stuff.
He may be eliminating spades from Deng's range, thinking that sort of hand might just go all in, right, if it's the nut flush draw. or even a you know, a Broadway flush draw with 2 overs, excluding the queen of spades that arrived on the turn.
Has a spade in his hand. That helps with that argument.
So if that's the case, we only beat these ace X's that would have continued, which now turn them their hands into a bluff, or you were just beat by a bigger pair all along.
Some of those ace X's make for an enticing bluff if that ace is a spade.
And I think Deng, too, can just have all the houses made available. Would imagine he's opening 3s, obviously 7s under the gun as the chip leader. The start of the hand, quad mallards are in play.
Yeah. Those 2 ace-2 suited combos,
So
reasonable.
Everything really makes sense for Deng to have value-wise. It's now just figuring out the bluffs, and we can see one of them.
There is that call, and it's a great call at that by Feng.
Oh, I didn't put them all in. Oh, they did.
I noticed. You left like a small amount. I thought you did that intentionally. Me too. Yeah. He was going for the good old hoodwink. Yes.
Intentional, right?
What's that?
Looks intentional.
Shop.pokergo.com. It's where you can take your game to the next level with official PokerGo merch available now at the PokerGo shop. Get merch from your favorite brands like High Stakes Poker, like the PGT, like No Gamble, No Future. Shop now, shop.poker.com. Steve says, Stallions is the name Will chose for the 15 players match Smack back 2 years ago. Joker Stars is Jerry's new group of locals. So can you be a Stallion and a Joker Star, or is it like we got a rivalry here?
Oh.
So maybe you have Stallions, Octopi,
Thank you.
Joker Stars. I don't know. These are the things I think about. Great call there by Feng. Blinds are up. 20K, 40K, 40K big blind ante. 30-minute levels in these high roller events. Steve says, no rivalry, all our friends the Texas way. What's up, Brendan Kaufman? Great run in the main by Brendan.
The Grackle, Brendan
The
Kaufman.
Grackle.
Brendan and I played together late
Yeah.
on day 2, I believe. Juan Martin, this isn't a cash game. It is not, but that'd be wild if it were.
Correct, Juan.
Millions on the table. Who do you think has the best hand here, Jeff, as played?
Gonna be honest, Brent, haven't watched much.
Haven't seen a lick of it, huh? We got that
I'll go
classic
with Danny.
blind-on-blind battle, Sepiol versus Deng. Get the graphics back momentarily. Now, making the live reads. I got Deng in this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew it. Just king high.
Sepiol with the deuce. Alex in the chat, how many bullets did Clement fire in the main? Well, I saw him every day one. But I'm not sure what the exact number was. Time extension used for an additional 30 seconds to act.
This just looks like a pure value bet out of Deng, too. When you have just a deuce, you're sick. So well designed and beautifully executed
nicely
by
done.
Deng. It's been picked off just a moment ago by Feng, and now able to continue bluffing. Gets this one through.
Can you see the last hand? Asian dudes never have it. The polar map.
I don't know. What do you have?
2 pair.
I think still around 1.7.
Wow. Breaking news, by the way. On the interior, we've got High Roller event number 5, PGT. It is the 5K PLO. And at the start, there are 44 entrants for the PLO event. This will be our largest event.
That's going to be
without
big,
a doubt.
yeah.
Late registration is open for
4 hours or so
to go. It will be massive. If you like PLO, 4 cards, get down here, hop in the 5K. It's going to be fantastic. Jeff, I might even play this one.
Oh, dear.
You want action?
No.
I'm on a heater.
That's true.
Great player.
Great PLO player. Dang, 120K. Mzareulov. Hand just too good. Continues with queen 10, but it comes ace 8 deuce. Be sure to click that thumbs up button. Like, subscribe while you're here. Doesn't hurt. Just click it. Happy to be here with you, putting on some PGT High Roller streams from Champions Club in Houston. Deng leads for 70K and wins. Dang, king 3 suited on the button.
All in.
Just rip city.
Got a buddy from my buddy Strat. A text just now.
I know Strat.
Yeah, you know Strat.
Yeah,
Played
I
on No
love Strat.
Gamble, No Future. Said, if you play the PLO today, I'll buy a piece. You're playing terrible, but running hot.
Okay. Fair combo. And in PLO, that might just work out quite well.
Love your buddy.
You might have all the chips. I mean, you might just win it today.
I'll probably Probably pass on the PLO, but appreciate that, Strat. Not going to lie. Would be a relatively large dog in the field. I think I'm okay.
I don't know.
PLO,
You might
but
not. You might.
now, no
in a
limit.
big
If it had
field?
44 out of the bat, I would be in there. I might even take 100% of myself against these guys.
Well, you're hot.
I mean, well, I'm
Yeah.
hot. Look, I'm watching. Hey, come on.
These guys aren't good.
No. Sepiol. You kidding me?
See, he does have jacks and makes it 80K. The starting stack size of about 13 bigs. Is Deng going to try to put some pressure on? Answer is yes, with the small 3-bet, which is good news for Sepiol.
Well, Deng doing everything we anticipated. Applying a ton of pressure. Very active as the chip leader. Fortunately, he's just run into it. Big MC. Can the commentators read the chat?
No,
No, we can't. Nope.
all of it winner. Just kidding, Big MC. Welcome. More than 85K up top in this one. Sepiol finished 62nd in the main. Garrison, what are the chip values? Good question. The pinks are 5K apiece. The greens 25,000 each. The blue plaques are time extensions. So we do play these with a shot clock.
So, like, if I put chips in, you 3-bet me, do I still get 20 seconds? Or is it 30 after you put chips?
I think it's just 20 for you. Wait, I'm not sure actually.
I didn't mean to burn a time thing down.
Yeah.
Feng versus Chewy. Ten, 9, 4. 2 diamonds. Chewy the open ender. Deuce of diamonds on the turn. Feng has the queen of diamonds. Chewy the jack of diamonds in his hand.
Think Baylor's gonna break 100? Really?
We're at 27 with the line right now.
Oh wow.
That's great.
You can hear the players talking about the PLO. Oh, Feng getting crafty with the check raise to 185. Queen of diamonds in hand. Perhaps he does get called a lot of appealing rivers to blast off on, but and can just get it done right then, right there. Very nice on Feng. More than $636,000 in career live tournament earnings, 39th in the main here at Champions. Everybody cashed the main except for Tzs Shing. Come on, Phil. Phil probably didn't even play. He was just in the lab. Deng with sevens. Mzareulov looks down at 2 queens. Just going to go all of it off about 20 bigs. Hold on.
Call.
Wow, Danny gets the chips in. With aces. Oh, a brutal cooler.
You both run good, so I don't know who's going to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Danny looks down at the birds at the right time.
Anything but that.
Yeah. Or if you make Broadway for a sweat with the sets. Yeah.
Was thinking about it just to try to draw in Deng with a few of his holdings, but once he saw Deng fold, allowed him to just snap it off. And here we go. 7-5 deuce, all spades. Yikes. Lessens the outs from 2 to 1. And that will just do it right then, right there. Good game and a really solid week. A lot of momentum for David Mzareulov. Finishing in 6th place, $14,700.
It'll be
Final 5 now guaranteed $19,600. About a 6K pay jump from 5th to 4th. Five players left. Up top, $85,750. And that belt buckle. What's up, Michael Robertson? Joining us from South Africa like he does every day. Appreciate that. Liam Sepiol's been on a tear since WPT win, representing Indiana well indeed.
This one was like, I just assumed he folded because of the action.
Shit.
1.6.
Okay, I got 1.8, I think.
These two pretty close. Staying still with the edge in chips. So not too inclined to get into massive pots with each other. It's Queen Jack 9. King on the turn. 5 on the river.
Your diamond? There were no diamonds. It's 2-hour break after. 2 hours after this.
No.
For a break.
Or 1 hour.
1 hour.
It's going to be 1 hour. We're going to take a break after level 19.
Okay.
So we play 16, 17, 18, 19.
Okay.
Levels are 30, right?
Levels 30.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
Hall of Fame. You playing the PLO tournament?
2 jacks for Lichtenberger.
Bad intentions.
Phil, the ace deuce suited in the big blind. He is the shortest stack with 5 left. He starts the hand with about 13 bigs. Does jam. Chewy happy to snap it off, and here we go.
I had ace. Ace deuce.
Octopus versus octopus.
Or ace 3.
Shing on the ropes.
He asked. I was up to bad intentions. I was trying to hoodwink Chewy, and then I decided not to.
And with Queen 7-4 with the 4 of hearts, creates some intriguing backdoor draws, most notably one of the straight flush variety. Turn, though, is an 8, limiting Shing to just 3 outs, and we can see that 2 of those went into the muck. Does not find that final ace on the river. We say good game to Phil. Out in 5th, $19,600. Beat by one of the Octopi bosses, Andrew Lucky Chewy Lichtenberger, to leave us with 4.
Octopus on octopus.
That was a serious octopus battle. It's true. I almost bought an octopus online one night.
Like a real octopus?
Yeah, I was getting locked in, and I thought, like,
Kind of
maybe-
should have one.
Final 4, guaranteed, $25,725, about a 10K pay jump from 4th to
But
3rd.
they're extreme.
Just gonna leave it on the floor.
The one that I could buy.
Anybody's
that?
ball game at this
You're
point.
just gonna leave it on the floor.
Leave it on the floor. No, I would play with it. I have pet doves, and I was thinking, like, oh, the doves and the octopus, like, we're really building a utopia. But
Not many people have doves and octopus.
I know. But the only problem, the octopus that I found when I Googled that you can buy is poisonous, like extremely poisonous.
Like to touch?
I don't know. I didn't do any more research. My buddy was like, I don't know, man, like, maybe not a good idea.
Yeah, I think once you see poisonous, you're just out. Logan says, for what it's worth, Stallions and Joker Stars coexist in peace. A lot of crossover between the gangs, no rivalry. Oh, well, damn. I'm here for the drama. Fang does not like to give up on pots. Check calling here with the 9-8, 8 of spades in hand. Jack of diamonds, though, on the turn. Sepiol turn's a good one. Goes check, check, king on the river. The bluffs perhaps become less intriguing for Feng after that run out. Then again, that is his only path to victory, though he does check. And does Sepiol feel inclined to hunt for just a hint of value? He does. And he wins. Deng no longer has the overwhelming chip lead, as it's pretty much evened out among these final four. He does effectively at the button here. I know it says cut off. Feng the king 10 suited. It moves most of it in, and that will get through. I like it from Feng with that hand. Feng probably somebody we should look out for come this World Series of Poker. You're doing fantasy drafts with your friends. You're participating in the 25K in some form. You want a bonus player. Keep Han Feng's name in mind. As I remind you, again, that you can take your game to the next level with official PokerGO merch. That's available at shop.pokergo.com. Merch from your favorite brands, which of course is probably No Gamble, No Future, no bias. But it could be High Stakes Poker. It could be the PGT. Shop.pokergo.com. This baby blue No Gamble, No Future hoodie that I've been wearing all week here, that's available. Get it quick though. That swag is hot. I feel like I sounded very old when I just said that.
All right, everybody, we're playing 25, 50, 50. Good luck, y'all.
Thank you.
Blinds have gone up 25K, 50K, 50K big blind ante.
Thanks, bro.
About 120-ish bigs on the table.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, indeed.
Nice.
Donnie Peters, host of the PokerGO podcast, in the chat. If shopping in person is more your thing, you're going to be in Vegas this summer, you're going to be at the series, you got to stop by the booth, the PokerGO booth, the PokerGO shop. We'll have plenty of merch there. Plenty of swag, as us cool kids like to say.
Did I put out not enough?
Yeah, the ante's not there. Oh, hold on, he didn't act yet.
Oh, this is your ante.
Yeah.
That's your big blind. Now it's your option.
Yeah.
Heads up, gentlemen.
Queen 9-7. And he starts with a check. He has taken over the chip lead.
That's 75,000. Five folds.
So we've got 5K PLO final table tomorrow, 10K no limit final table the next day, 10K PLO final table on Friday.
$50,000 call, Andrew, when you're ready. That raises 105, 105,000 by seat 4. 5 folds. 6 folds.
Chewy opens here. King deuce off for Feng.
10 seconds.
4 left. Yeah, just flick it in the muck.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it. Raise 105.
Danny opens here. Deng just calling on the button king queen.
2 folds. All right, gentlemen, you're
And we'll go heads up to this flop.
Daniel, you're first when you're ready.
Flop that comes ace king 4. Pairs for both. Sepiol top pair.
Betting 75.
We have 30 per slot, right?
30 plus flop, yes, sir. I'm just supposed to announce 10 and 20 and 10.
Oh, really? Okay.
Calling 75.
Deng calls. Jack on the turn. Just turn a Broadway draw to accompany the pair of kings.
Check.
Sepiol very content with checking on this sort of texture. Not going anywhere with top pair, but reasons to be concerned.
Check, check.
think now, Jeff, it's how to proceed on this texture. He's going to go into pot control, check call mode, get the showdown.
Win the pot. Up to more than 2 million. It's the WPT World Champion.
And he has been outstanding here at this final table.
Entered the day with 910K in chips, is up to more than 2 milli. Anybody's ball game at this point.
I'm in your first when you're ready. 50,000 call. 6 4. 2 4.
Chewy, I know you're cold, but don't forget about the mic.
On your first when you're ready.
Not that the mics are going to matter too much at
Yeah, I
this
was going to
final
say, should
table, my bad.
should make a difference. Yeah.
Raise 100.
This is part of the Christoph Vogelsang line of hoodies, I believe.
That's, I think, just kind of his lucky hoodie.
Yeah.
Always wears
See him
the
wear it
green.
a lot.
He's got a
yeah.
little yellow on.
Yellow this shirt.
But wasn't making any runs in the yellow.
It's
Brick
gotta
after
go.
brick. Went back to the green. Here we are.
All right, gentlemen, your heads up. I'm in your first when you're ready.
754 all clubs.
Check, check.
Good lead by Deng, gets it done.
I don't think I can think of a worse board. Might actually be the nut low.
Could have.
Huh?
Juice 9?
Like 2 red Broadways. Suited. Yeah. Take it.
50,000 to call answer when you're ready. Five raises. 105 is the bet, gentlemen. 105.
Danny the open ender at 75K and wins. Well, this is electric.
What was electric, Joe?
Just the
That
overall
pot?
vibes, atmosphere. Just the buzz.
Do you have a buzz? Have you been
No.
partaking
I
early?
have no buzz. I will partake in that protein shake, though, if you don't mind. Just
I'm
handing that
just
to me. Thank
enjoying
you.
watching high-level poker.
These guys
at
are
its
some of the
finest.
best. I love it.
This is the sort of content I wish I had reviewed prior to playing my own final table. You know, understanding a bit better what to do in murky situations.
Have you talked to Chewy about any murky situations that you
Yeah,
thought
yeah. I
popped
talked
up?
to Chewy and Victoria. Talked to Deeb.
Oh, well, Deeb, what does
Talked
Deeb
to
know?
Justin Young.
Okay.
Talked to Tyler Brown.
What was the overall consensus?
Honestly,
Was there
it's
one?
been like 50-50. Some really
Interesting.
like it. Deeb loved it. Chewy leaned not raise flop, call.
Okay.
Others did like, and Clement Deng, our chip leader,
Clement, yeah.
did like the raise on the flop.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
And actually was fine with it overall. He said you just get it in with enough equity and you get
Yeah,
folds,
you
you know,
get
which was
folds.
kind of my
Yeah.
sort of simplicity mindset because I am a simpleton. So yeah, it was interesting to hear both sides. Now Victoria, she carved me up.
Oh dear.
An absolute blunder.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. And I appreciate her honesty,
Yeah.
while also disagreeing with a few of the sentiments.
It's okay. It was only a 317K difference from where you finished in the win.
Now, when you say it like that, is there a bridge around here?
Great point, Michael. Come on, if Brent hit his heart on the river, we might be looking at the champion. Great run. Agreed. Agree with that for sure.
Betting 75,000.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
10 seconds.
$225.
Raise 225,000 is the new bet. 225,000.
Dang the check raise. Fang might not be done with the overs, the backdoor flush draw, but is a little low on chips. And feels compelled to fold. Fang the shortest stack, a little separation now between him and the other three. $5,000 buy-in, more than $85,000 awarded to our champion, along with the Texas Poker Open belt buckle. ICM dictated fold by Chewy with the 10-9 suited in the cutoff.
Twenty seconds.
175.
Raise 175. Seat 5 is raised 175.
Sepiol bumps it up a bit more than the norm with the shorter stack in the big blind. Dang, Queen Jack suited versus that bigger raise. And just jams.
Good raise.
And it does get through. Well done, Clement Deng. We're going to see a lot more of him in the poker world over these next few years.
He is really tough. Battles a lot online. Started to come heavy in the live events. Did a stopover at one. I believe it was Triton.
Not looking good for your blind there in that.
Shaichu? Or maybe it was Monaco. Either way, he's participated in the Triton events inside the PokerGO studio at the U.S. Poker Open. Now here following the PGT to Texas.
Yeah, you were hoodwinking.
Top one?
Yep. No, top card is yours. That one. Yep.
Finished 6th in the WSOP Paradise Millie Maker for more than 100K.
And Daniel, your first when you're ready. 50,000 a call.
Had 2 other 6-figure scores last December.
Failed and not try at all.
You're right.
Couple 6th place finishes at the WPT Seminole Hard Rock Poker Showdown Series.
Raise 100,000. Seat 6 is raised.
80th in the main here.
10 seconds. All in. 2, 3, 4, 495. 495,000 is the bet. 495,000. 4 folds. And 6 folds.
At least you only lost 100.
Might lose graphics for the next couple hands, folks, but we will get them back very shortly.
It's okay.
50,000 a call when you're ready, Clement. Raise to 110,000. 110,000. Seat 2 folds. 4 folds. Gentlemen, your heads up.
Danny defends the King 3 suited after Clement opened Queen 8 of diamonds. Ace 9 with 2 diamonds. No club.
Ace 9 of diamonds, ace of spades, seat 6 bet 75,000, seat 5 folds. Ace 9 of diamonds, ace of spades on the flop.
Now, Jeff, what's on your agenda this evening here at the Champions Club?
That's a great question. I appreciate you asking. I will probably have dinner here.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes.
With the great Chef Connie.
Yes.
Perhaps salmon and asparagus.
So you have salmon on the agenda.
Salmon. And then I will probably watch 76ers Knicks alongside Magic Cavs and then Pacers Bucks. And then I will probably go to sleep. Might mix in some hockey.
A lot of buzz in the room last night about your absence once again. Folks wondering if you're still in town, why you're not partaking in the cash games with the good people.
I love the people of Houston. These are the only cash games I will play anywhere.
A lot of
throughout the
questions
entire
being
year.
asked.
Just a very, unsocial human being. who just,
And getting 3 outed.
you know, just kind of goes upstairs in his room, does his
I
own
never
thing.
have anything really to say other than, well, I think he's quite tired and
Big
he
sleep
loves
guy.
the NBA. He
Love the
loves
NBA, love sleep.
Yeah. So I didn't hear that
But,
on your agenda this evening. Did you plan on playing a little poker, or have you called it a trip?
No, I have not called it a trip. I think I'll play at some point. I love the people of Houston. They'd be the only thing that are drawing me back to the tables.
Is there a reason why you wouldn't want to just play a little poker and watch all the games all at once on the beautiful
It's a great setup. It
jumbotrons they
really
have
is a
inside
great
the
setup.
poker room, with the food being brought to your table and
Oh, that
a
sounds
glass
amazing.
of wine or maybe a tequila and soda? Is there a reason you wouldn't want to combine everything, Jeff?
You know, when you phrase it like that, not really. I've enjoyed kind of doing some poker studying while watching games in the evening hours.
You've been studying
Been
upstairs,
been studying
alone
a little
in
bit.
your hotel
alone,
room.
alone. Feel like that'd be frowned upon out in the room. As Chewy opens
wow.
with
All right,
sixes.
let's get back to studying this hand.
Sepiol on the button with the ace-jack, and Deng with 2 8s in the small blind.
There's 325K out there. 2 8s are so vulnerable to go multi-way. Just over 30 bigs for Deng. He is going to take the low variance approach, just calling out of the small blind with the 8s.
8-7-4. Top set for Deng. Chewy the 6s in the gutter. Checks through. Turn deuce of spades.
Maybe a little trouble for Chewy and those 6s. Imagine Deng's going to put some chips into the pot now with top set. The price just looks so sweet. Only 100K, very small. An invitation to continue with the 6s.
Invitation accepted. That'll whittle us down to heads up. River's an ace. Deng checks, trying to get tricky, hoping that just drilled Chewy. Instead, check, check. Deng will take back the chip lead, I do believe.
Active hoodwinker. Yeah, I was going to get hoodwinked there if I did anything silly. What's that?
You gonna play cash with the good people tonight?
Of course I will. Yeah.
Your routine.
I'm in there. I played last night and could barely
Crushed
keep my
it.
eyes
Oh.
open. No, I didn't crush it.
Maybe an offer I couldn't refuse.
Profitable.
Yeah. It was fun.
Oh, it's always fun
Affordable
here.
pricing.
Owner Roy in the game.
Oh, nice.
COO.
Love Roy.
in the game. Isaac in the game.
I love Isaac.
Bobby Schmidt came and joined the action.
I love Bobby.
Brandon hopped in.
Love Brandon.
Nice little group. Cash games were hopping, too. 2 big PLO games joining.
Really?
Jimbo Slice was behind me with Tyler Brown, mixing it up with the good folks. Osmus came down and was battling in a 3-max game and then heads up at another side table. Osmus left early. I'm not sure what happened there, but
probably busted.
You know.
Just a reminder that Jeremy Osmus bubbled in this tournament.
Good God. Oh, man. So brutal. I shouldn't be laughing at some point. It's just not funny, Jeff.
Chewy ace-9 off a little more than 20 bigs.
$335.
Raise 335,335.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is
I like
pretty.
this. I mean, obviously,
Yeah,
he's
pretty-
run into it, but
Pretty brutal. Just stepping into it. He's got a 3-bet fold, sort of holding with ace-9 out of the big blind.
the ace in hand became more attractive, that option versus just calling versus shoving. Unfortunately for him, not going to like what happens next. So we do believe 10s are just too good.
All in?
All in.
There is that jam. That will go fold, fold.
You won, right?
And that will give the chip lead right back to Sepiol, WPT World Champion. Battled the man on his right, in that tournament as well.
I think we play one more. Is that break?
Are we up or no?
Up?
We play this level, yeah.
No, he's talking about the blind level.
Oh.
30K, 60K with a 60K big blind ante. It's about 100 bigs now on the table.
60.
30, 60, 60.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now it's 60, 60, 60. We gotta give Chewy handicap.
Damn. I'll take it.
We were so happy when you left last night. When you left our table to go to the other one.
Yeah.
We were like, hell yeah, Chewy's going. The other guy was like,
120.
120,000 is the bet. 120,000.
I was definitely vibing yesterday.
Chewy can vibe.
Two folds.
5-4 suited in the big.
Calling 120,000. Gentlemen are heads up. Checks.
You know what, Brent? Since I think everybody who's watching is probably still very concerned with my plan for the rest of the day after this stream.
Yeah.
I think I will come down for dinner and play poker for a little bit.
Tonight's the night.
I'll play, I'll eat, I'll dust off some chips,
No,
light them on
you'll
fire.
book a W.
No chance.
Good for you, Jeff. You're back. Well, I'm going to bed early tonight after the show. Be in bed by about 10.
Trust me, there is nothing wrong with that.
About 8:30 for you last night, I believe.
I had an early evening.
You
But
and
I was up. I was watching the games. But I was in bed very early.
You and Dewey Tomko headed up about
Me and
8
Dewey,
o'clock.
same bedtime.
Get a good night's sleep. Different rooms, same bedtime.
Different rooms, yeah. We had what I would call, I don't think it's an overstatement, the honor of sitting with Dewey at lunch today and just listening
How
to
great was
stories.
that?
That's just awesome. I was telling you, I could have just sat there for the whole time, but we had a show to do.
Story after story.
I could be there for hours.
I didn't want to get up.
I know. I just wanted to ask questions.
And I was texting
About
with
the good old days.
Eric Seidel back and forth, who, of course,
Oh,
you know,
my
he and I
goodness.
talk a lot about poker together. Just loves my play. And he was on his way out.
Yeah.
I said, I was just checking to see if you're here, talking with Dewey. I know last time it was great when we were all together. He was telling stories. I'm being serious. And Eric said, I'm at the airport.
Yeah.
Catch a flight back to Vegas.
There we go. That's
And, yeah. And anyway, he and Dewey spent the morning breakfast down there in the lobby together,
Okay.
telling stories.
Oh, I would have loved
And
to
then that's
listen
how we
in.
departed. So Dewey went from Seidel
Ugh, poor
breakfast
Dewey.
to you and I with
Poor
lunch.
Dewey. That's brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal drop off.
Bit of a downgrade.
Yeah, I'd say so. Ryan Ward says Jeff's living on the edge. Yeah, big night planned.
Big night plan. One last note about Dewey that I found just remarkable.
Yeah.
After last year, it was his 47th
Unbelievable.
consecutive World Series of Poker main event. He has played 47 years consecutive. His kids all want him to get to 50.
Gotta get to 50.
So you and I both said, well, you got to do it.
Got to.
He said it's more. I don't enter to win, or excuse me, maybe it's I don't try to win. I just I register.
You messed
That's
that one
it.
up.
What is it? Give me the line.
He says nowadays I don't play the main event, but I do enter it.
There it is. There it is. Yes,
So
thank you. You started giggling.
Because I was trying to think of it the whole time what that line was. Unfortunately, you stumbling
needed
upon it
me
gave me the
to
time
butcher
to
it in
think
order for you
about
to
it, yeah.
complete it.
So that's what a good broadcast partner does, folks. Sepiol, trip jacks. Dang the Broadway draw. Check, check. No good king on the river for Clement.
Not a particularly fantastic river for Sepiol. You're worried about Deng checking back a lot of King X and Queen X hands on the turn. Hopeful if you do bet here, you're getting value from an ace or a 10. Or a rivered king. Maybe with the price being laid, Deng will look him up. Bit of a block, clearly for value.
Gets paid off.
I do wonder in those moments right there, that sort of texture where if you can take the king or whatever your hand is, where you just don't even feel great calling, but you feel obliged, could you make it like 2 1/4?
Yeah, I was thinking
Like
saying
super
you just
small,
go small.
lay the price
Yeah.
where it just looks so creamy, so delicious.
Okay, that's really
Right.
interesting. Yeah, interesting phrasing on specifics.
I
But
mean,
yeah, I
you're
like that.
kind of sick about it, right?
Yeah.
With that.
With so many hands.
Right. Just never looks like a bluff and really
Right.
never is a bluff, but there you are. And frequency-wise, I mean, you clearly don't do it every time. You work it into the game. Maybe Deng is doing this and these guys
Sure,
all are.
sure.
We just happened to see the time where he clicked call.
Sepiol again going bigger. The shorter stack in the big blind, and Feng limiting his amount of defense. Like this one. How about 2 jacks now for Feng?
All in.
Got 7 blinds even.
Chewy.
150.
Into the muck. $25,725 guaranteed to our final 4. 10K pay jump from 4th to 3rd. Up top, $85,750. We do have live reporting available for all of the high rollers on PGT.com, where we are seeing a field of 61 entries, including the aforementioned Dewey Tomko.
Raise 200,000 into that. 200,000.
200K from the chip leader with the 9-4 off. Deng the ace-5 offsuit. Starting the hand with a little more than 30 bigs.
510.
Nice.
510.
510,000 is the new bet. 510,000.
Making it 5-10. Drawing the fold. Well done, Clement Deng.
And I need 1 time.
Podium 1, the one we use on the floor.
You raise so big, I just gotta jump on it.
Wait, oh,
Oh, thank
no,
you.
no,
God.
we're good.
Yeah.
What?
this.
550,000 is the bet.
Fold.
4 folds, or excuse me, 5 folds, 6 folds, so 2 folds.
All of it in the winner for Chewy. 33rd place finish in this Texas Poker Open main event.
It's cold
green
now.
tea. Was it green tea or?
I think it was green tea, but I asked for black tea.
I want to get some tea just to stay warm and have that pop.
Yeah, the pot is nice. This is green tea, right?
Weird. These guys drink different things than I drink when I'm at a final
Yeah.
table.
Yeah, they're all like green tea, black tea, and your what again?
I was having the espresso man martini.
Nice. Respect.
Oh wait, did I not have a cocktail at the actual final
I don't
table?
think so.
At the feature table, I did. The final
Yeah, but the
table, I
final-
was straight business, all water.
Wow, that's what did it to you.
Oh no.
That is what did it to you.
Oh no. What have I done?
What a disaster.
Not even an old fashioned.
Cost you.
Yeah, but only about 320K.
Yeah, who needs that?
Excuse me. You see,
10 seconds. Calling 60,000.
I don't like drinking. I love the taste of an espresso martini.
Yeah.
I don't like the glasses they come in.
Okay.
Not great for when you're playing.
Yeah, not
You know, it's a
convenient
big
glass.
martini
Yeah.
glass. I don't
get-
like the long stem, so I just ask for a whiskey.
Oh,
glass.
you get it in a
Just
different
put
glass.
it in
That's
whiskey,
smart.
yeah.
Heads up, gentlemen.
Feng limps, Chewy checks. Let's see 3 with our short stacks. Queen 4 deuce.
Check.
Check. Check.
Ace on the turn. They'll draw for Chewy.
10 seconds. Betting 60,000. 60,000 is the bet.
Feng leading for 60K.
10 seconds.
140.
Raise to 100.
Oh, Chewy raising here. The small raise to 140,000. Both of these guys proving you can still battle with less than 10 bigs in your stack. Doesn't have to just be all in pre. Doesn't have to be all in, period. That's a pretty one.
Spectacular. That's the sort of stuff that many don't possess.
Makes him one of the best in the game today. More than $20 million in live tournament earnings. Just within the last year, second at Super High Roller Bowl 8, third at the WPT World Championship, second in the USPO 25K. Joker Stars in the chat. H-Town one time. Let's go Fang. Rooting on their guy.
Oh, they even have their own YouTube
Yeah,
account, Joker
nice.
Stars.
He's 7 of 13 bigs. Side fold almost from Chewy. Dang, Queen Jack.
180.
180,000 is the bet.
We'll raise, we'll win.
Just give me a walk. I haven't gotten one yet.
Had a good hand. Decent hand.
What did you say? You want to see a flop?
Walk.
No, I haven't gotten a walk yet.
Oh.
I'm feeling one soon for you.
I want to feel special.
You feel it's in the air?
Yeah. You'll get one.
You've gotten like 5.
Different dynamics, you know.
I guess so.
A little cold in the booth. Yeah?
Can I get a green tea like this?
I love it, Jeff.
Yeah, no, I like the cold.
Yeah.
It's just I've run out of socks.
I see
for the
you.
laundry.
You currently, while stretching the hammies, you
Yeah.
have
Only the finest.
a zip-up hoodie on.
This is stylish.
Underneath is a pullover hoodie.
Yeah.
And underneath that, you have a collared, short-sleeve
It's
collared
kind of a linen
shirt.
chill
You
button
got the
down
chest
shirt.
hair popping.
Yeah.
And so you went hoodie on top of collared shirt.
My last 3 items of clothing.
And you're down to it. And you have
Down to
pajama
it.
pants on.
Well, no, these are Lulu lemon, somewhat nice pants.
Very nice. I have a
you.
pair of pajama pants on myself. Made by
Nice.
Lulu. I call them pajama pants.
Are you on your last pair?
Yeah. Yeah, I have nothing else in the tank.
It's all of it. Sepiol versus Feng. Feng has the slight lead, about a 60-40 favorite. Would get back up to more than 10 big blinds. The King 6 held up. So far, so good on the King 9-7. Feng just wants to fade the Jack or 7 or running cards to make a straight. 5 on the turn. Those 5 outs remain in place. The river is a 6. Kings and 6s gets the job done for Feng, who's back up to 640,000.
I like this guy, Fang. He's been playing everything.
Yeah.
All the tournaments. We haven't had him inside the studio, right? Has he ever come out to Vegas for our events?
Don't believe so.
Add your stuff.
It's on that path, though.
You hit the 7 though.
Okay, I want to give you an update. So we see this hand go off right now. Real quick, event number 5, which is a 5K PLO event. Broadcast coming to you on this very channel, same time, same place tomorrow. Right now, in level 3, there are 61 entrants.
Wow.
This thing will be massive.
2,430,000.
I mean, that could get 100.
I might even be inclined to take the over 100.
Really? Wow.
I think a lot of folks already had the intention of, late regging this particular event, PLO in general by nature. Just massive early on.
Seems like a scam. Just raised to like
1 million. $120.
Raise 120,000 is the bet. 120,000 by seat 6. 2 folds.
King 3 suited in the big. defense.
All right, gentlemen, your heads up.
Ace 6-5 with 2 clubs. Flush draw versus top pair.
90.
90,000 is the bet. 90,000.
These are the two biggest stacks battling. Chewy and Fang both have right around 10 bigs.
Hoping for some chaos as the Queen of Hearts rolls off on the turn.
Sepiol does check the flush draw, and now for Deng, decision time. How much, what sorts of hands are we denying equity from? Clearly flush draws, straight draws could be present.
400.
Yeah, sizable now.
Pretty big, yeah, 400K and a 500K about. That just gets that king-eye flush draw to go into the muck. Clement Deng with more than $2.5 million, a little more than what he came into the day with. Sutler Creek Life, back to Vegas, guys. I'm getting excited for WSOP. We're still here in Houston. We got a few shows after this.
Oh, okay.
Including that PGT PLO High Roller Brent mentioned. Final table will be tomorrow. Then a 10K no limit, then a 10K PLO. And then we'll be back to Vegas. Also excited for the World Series. PokerGO has plans to live stream more than 300 hours of coverage.
Maybe it.
2.8.
I said this may be it.
The first final table, you'll get the two of us in the booth. 5K Champions reunion.
Explain that one to me, the Champions reunion.
If you bust a main event champion, you win a seat in the World Series of Poker main event. How about that?
So they want all the main event winners to participate.
So we get a chance, if you do play, and I plan to play it, to have Chris Moneymaker in the field.
So you intend to play this event,
Yes.
and you are scheduled to be on the broadcast.
Worked out fine in Houston.
Well, then I'm going to play.
You should.
No, I'm not. I want nothing to do with it. Staying in the booth where I also don't belong.
You gotta work on that. I'm leaking so much.
Now, do all of the main event champions get their buy-ins taken care of for that
I do
one?
believe so, yes.
How about that? Darn it, I wish I would have won the main.
Right, same. Just to play in this 5K.
Can't imagine you're folding.
Got like 6 now. All in.
All in.
Got it. Say 1 million.
Yeah, 1 million.
30K, 60K, 60K for one more hand.
$1 million.
Raise 1 million. 1 million is the bet. All in.
Feng interested in this one. And we can see why.
I got it.
Has the goods.
Run it. Oh.
Up against Queen 10.
I got flashbacks. At least you learn from your past experiences.
No, I corrected myself for the flop game, so we're good.
That does seem reasonable to me. Yeah. 480.
1.1 million in the middle. Jack 6-4.
You got it?
I don't know.
Only backdoor draws available for Deng.
Now you gotta show some confidence.
Oh, 8, bro. 8 is nasty.
Just for the lulz.
10 is, I like a 10.
Turn card is a 7.
480.
And that'll lock it up for Feng. Moves up to 1.1 million.
We'll be back at level 20. I'm going to advance the clock once we get on the break. But we'll be back to level
That'll send our players off on a 10-minute break. We'll take that break as well. And we'll see you guys soon. You're watching another PGT High Roller at the Texas Poker Open. Stay with us. Back in a couple minutes.
In honor of you, I decorated my new place in black and gold.
Ooh.
Just because of you, dude. True story, right, Pink?
I'm just watching the Alex show right now, brother.
But true story, we decorated in black and gold just out of
we
an
did.
honor of Phil.
We did.
Yeah, it was
It's black and gold, but I did not do you.
Correct.
Ace 6-4, some trouble for Ambrose.
how much is in the pot?
So would you say you're a love to win guy or a hate to lose guy?
Overbets the
Wow.
Wow.
No, stop it. You're
Huge here.
a graceful loser. What are you talking about?
Alex was trying to convince us that you don't tilt earlier today. And me and Freddie looked at him like,
Like, you guys just don't understand him. That's your problem. You guys are like one-dimensional thinkers.
Now there's for Ambrose.
Just
You guys are just one-dimensional
all of
thinkers.
my tilt by
Makes
wine,
the call.
and then I go back into super tight mode, and you.
And
guys
here we
think I'm
go.
You just give me money every day. They just give me money every time I play poker. It's scary to me. Like,
What do you do, once or twice?
Oh, up to you, man.
yeah,
I always go twice.
Twice sounds good.
on your backs.
Yeah, first the show.
On your backs.
Alex about a 2-1 favorite.
Fair fight.
Oh man, Alex, man.
6-4.
Nice hand, nice
16K in the pot.
All right, sure. He gave up. I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing. We're good.
Twice or once?
Twice, go.
We're going twice.
Ambrose reaching for the backpack.
Smart.
Texas. I always knew Houston was my place. I always knew if I just sit there and play with Phil, I'm gonna win 100,000.
Full house.
River 4. Freddie
Yeah,
called
that's
that
for the
one.
first one.
And this is the 6.
Yeah, I'm drunk.
No, it's,
No, you got an 8 or an 8
not
or
even
a
slim.
7.
It's completely over.
3.
Or a 3.
And that's for the
Three
second
instead,
one.
it's a
Thank you.
two.
I
Wow.
missed the 3. Too many outs.
Nice dealer tip and a nice pot for Alex.
Called himself a rom.
It's a good game here, guys. You guys play every week?
7 deuce game is on.
The Chicago guys are battling. Battling.
We'll just play by ourselves.
I wouldn't fold this hand for a family member, dude.
Don, you can play with us too.
Okay.
And he can too.
Don,
And Poker Mama, you can play too. And you can play too. What are you doing? What when you had your
8-6-5.
just talking shit. Put your hand in the cookie jar. You made it.
Turn straight draw for Alex.
You got caught. It feels bad, right? It does feel bad.
Is Casey invited?
Oh yeah. Did I not invite you?
No, it says Casey invited.
Oh, I said yeah. Poker Mama, you can play.
Another 5 on the turn. Trips for
I
Alex,
invited
setting the
Doctor.
trap.
For the record.
We have a lot of. It's going to be fun. We have a lot of. Women playing with us the next couple days.
Really?
Yes.
Someone's gonna be singing a tune after this hand.
Yeah, my girlfriend Ashley's playing.
River 9.
Ashley Frank, Poker Face Ash.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. No, that is. I don't know her personally, but I know. I've heard the name.
What the hell?
There's a lot of history in this hand, guys. Watch this.
What are you representing?
Oh, and Maria's going to be here.
Yeah. Do you guys remember 9/11?
Never heard of it.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Well, you're about to see.
Oh no.
Pink.
Oh no.
God. The Chicago guys are making the stream, man. I'm supposed to be the clever one.
What the fuck is this?
Or the poker brat one.
Oh, you can do it.
Alex
Pink,
somehow
any
get
information
away.
you give me? Any live tells in them?
Well, first tell me
Can't
what your hand is,
imagine.
and I can help you.
I have a very disguised hand. He bet. It's a good spot to make me look bad. It's actually why I'm considering calling. It's not that my hand is strong or anything.
Freddie, can I help him?
Clock.
Makes the call. Freddie gets
Yeah,
paid off.
that's what I figured it was.
So we'll make a little
I
bit
figured it was
extra
7
as
deuce
well.
also. I was like, that's literally the only hand he could have is 7 deuce.
Have a full house.
Nice hand.
I called it right at the beginning of the hand. I said the Chicago guys are playing against each other.
What a bingo ass river.
RJ with 2 kings.
Don and I are happy.
He and Don could
Don and I
collide.
are happy. We just found out Electric is not going to take our business over.
Here comes Don, which RJ is going to love.
Don, you got a big one on you, huh?
Yeah, real big. I want the net game continue.
Here we go.
Kind of setting the trap for the Nick game, guys.
Oh my
Instead, he just
You had me
runs into
down
the goods.
Oh, no.
You guys going once or twice?
Whatever.
Sir, you pick.
Yeah, I don't care. Either way you want.
I don't want to pick. Someone else pick.
Twice.
Go.
Twice.
Full boards.
Do you guys have the same suit? I can't see.
First one wins it, yeah. No, he's got...
Run it
spades up.
twice. First board counts for the Nick game. RJ still with the button.
All right, one jack on the flop,
Where's
please.
that barbecue?
It's coming, man. They had to wait in line. You have to go and wait in line for like an hour at the place.
Give a couple extra $100 and get to the front of the line.
I'm going to pay him handsomely.
450.
Oh, that's a nice word. I'm going to pay him handsomely. Old school.
2 jacks on the flop.
He's an old
Deal.
soul.
Let's keep the Nick game going. Just give me the bottom at least. Okay.
King, queen, deuce, but all spades.
That's a cool sweat.
Let's do a 10 of
That's a
spades.
fun sweat.
Door open
That's sick.
for Pink to the top.
Wow. 10!
That's just sick.
Oh!
The 10 of spades does roll off on the
That's just
turn.
sick.
I just want the Nick game to keep going, man.
The flush and 4 to the royal.
Don't pay.
River card is a
Oh, he's got a
3.
set.
RJ will
really
keep that Nick game button, and
unfortunate,
now just
sorry.
looks for half the pot.
John,
Despite getting the
let him
chips
win the ball.
in.
This is honestly fucked up.
Yeah, we chop it up.
Okay, chop it up.
King deuce deuce.
Don't even run it out. They're not shopping.
King deuce deuce.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Not
no.
like this.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Now we
Please
need
no
the
with
other
the
king or
jack
10.
on the flop.
Oh, he wasted the king on the first.
No,
Okay, 10.
I didn't have a king.
10
would be nice.
Remember, yeah, we did see a king on
just
the
a king.
top board.
It's just over.
I have no idea.
Oil money doesn't
Pretty
lose,
sick.
buddy. You guys don't know that by now?
Nice
To be
hand,
fair,
man.
Don
Oh,
did not
that
run
is
well
a
the last
brutal one for RJ.
Because his brother's here, bro.
Scoops.
Maybe you here, Alex.
Good luck, charm.
I
Brother
got
from
Clifton
another mother,
LA,
my
too.
man.
Both runouts with kings versus jacks.
Yeah, I think the waitress
Wow,
is
this
trying
guy.
to take advantage.
All he needed was some fucking.
I think she's...
All he needed was some Texas
Freddie,
barbecue.
have you had an empty drink once? She's trying to take advantage of us. I know she is.
Okay, get a Coke.
Can they
What,
edit that out?
1,000?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
got.
God, you're terrible at poker. I call.
Thank you.
What sizing would you prefer?
What size what?
What sizing would you prefer?
7-4 deuce, 2 spades.
pick your
I'll
fate,
shove
dude.
for
I don't
Alex.
care.
I think
Oh,
the
check.
pink heater might be over.
He's used to people just staring.
What
at
are you
him.
doing? Oh, that's
Unless-
not... Stop. Give him another chance. Hold on.
Unless
Oh, the king of clubs comes on the turn.
he finds one.
Close your mouth.
All right, all in.
Oh, my- oh, my
Wow.
God.
Oh,
and
the
call.
jam and the
All
call.
right, Bill, I don't know. If
We're
we'll
going to play a
tomorrow.
massive one.
That's
One of
7-4.
You're good.
You have ace king, right? Twice. Go ahead.
14.
Once or twice.
Twice.
First the show wins.
Yeah,
Go.
7-4 for real?
Oh,
Show your hand.
he doesn't have 7-4.
I'm not sure.
Pink might have king.
Seven.
Do they have to show?
King, queen. Oh, you have
Run
family?
it twice.
They do have to. They have to show.
I have out.
She said you have to show.
Not at the show.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay,
He
we
said he
will
had
show.
7-4. A good
More
reader,
than
big.
25K in
Alex
this pot.
maybe a 7-4.
God, good check on the
Alex
clock.
What do you
needs
think?
an ace or a spade.
Twice good, twice good.
2 times, guys.
All right, spade on the first one, please.
All right, remember what I did last time?
Pink asking for the
That's for
spade.
this one. That's for this one.
He bright the news.
That's me.
Okay. Now I
First
don't
one's
give a fuck.
clean for Pink.
We gotta take this one.
Assures himself of at least a chop.
All right.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
Wow.
River
great.
clean.
A
for
date with an
Ming Feng.
8.
Wow.
Premature.
All right, guys,
A
I'm out.
date with an 8.
Premature. How much is it?
The barbecue boost.
It's enough to hurt, actually.
No.
Start the hand with 15,000.
That doesn't hurt.
Well, if you guys all take a fucking
Whoa.
sandwich break again. Let's have a barbecue break in the middle of the stream.
All right, guys, this is one of Alice's tax plays. What is that, 19?
Pink. Folded jacks.
It was 2 pink. Let's go, Casey. Fucking beat his ass.
Casey with ace jack in that $200 straddle spot.
Just shut up. I can't. No.
Sides against it.
All right, let's go.
Benzo O'Donnell not done with the ace four suited.
The real oil oligarchy.
Oil on
My
oil.
shares are worth more than yours, buddy.
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna say. I'm gonna
A
prove
little
it.
crude
John, what do you
violence.
need? I'll help you.
Let's go, Don. Oh, Lord.
Ooh.
5, 4, 3.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Land
wow.
and
This is the
call.
best
Here we
moment of my whole
go.
life. Oh!
A 4 good?
No.
I had a 4. Yeah, whatever.
Twice ago.
4.
They'll run it twice.
First show wins.
Alex's 9s are best.
Okay.
About a 2-to-1
Yeah,
favorite.
It's a flip.
Yeah, hold on. That's for the first one. And that's for the second one. All right, go ahead.
Okay, I folded a 6, so there's definitely.
That didn't work out so well for
I
me.
folded 2
Oh yeah,
nines.
good point. Hold on. We gotta increase it. That's the problem.
That might work.
All right.
Okay.
Turn jack.
Don,
Safe
you're
one
not
for
chopping. I
Alex.
just don't know how.
He's in chop on the second board though. I'm winning
Barry
the first one.
Greenstein.
River
Yeah,
card
the
is a
second board.
queen.
He'll chop.
Alex said he was going to win the first.
All right, let's put a
and he
deuce on the
does.
second
Yeah,
one.
it's going to be a
He
2.
does.
Deuce.
He did. Whatever.
Oh, hold on. This one's yours.
Yeah.
Oh wait. We're
Can
gonna.
you take that before?
4 players are left fighting for the title of this PGT Texas Poker Open
Seriously, take it. Go ahead. There you go.
5K High Roller.
All
Second turn card.
right, a little duck.
Deuce.
Another jack.
Awfully familiar.
There we go. I love hearing me some me, but not from old broadcasts.
Could be.
Jeff Platt alongside
I
Brent
like that they do
Hanks.
kind of
Thank
the
you all
old
for
school
being
ones
here.
When we played 8-1600 in the main, I was like,
Jeff, thank you for being here today.
You're welcome.
why? I'm playing my 16.
I do still hear us in the background. Do you, or is that just a me thing?
Maybe that's why I like it.
5 to the spot.
Well, it's an spent making change.
We'll fix that.
16, there's a lot of time spent making change.
Get
That's
it
a fair
erased.
point. Yeah, and there's a lot of times like people don't pay attention to do it proactively, so the dealers like will not pay attention. A lot of downtime. It's nostalgic though. 12K, 24K, a forgotten level.
And here we are. Deng opening. Blinds are up. 40K, 80K, and 80K big blind ante.
I love the blue chips.
The blue
I don't think
100Ks.
we
this
had
time.
those in play
You had
for
white
the main.
100Ks,
No,
right?
yeah, they were the white ones.
Which were pretty.
Very nice.
Walk it out. Any of you guys going to talk? No. You are? No. No? Why not? Driving there tomorrow. Or after this. Yeah. It's a fun 3 weeks. Then the series. No, then LA. Oh. Champions. And then non-stop. How do you have to win a circuit? So anything. Circuit, bracelet, online bracelet. Oh, okay, gotcha. What'd you win? I won the ring in Tulsa, the main event. Oh, sick. In March. March last year?
No, this year.
Oh, nice.
Wait, no, April.
So, a
April
month,
or March? I don't know.
a couple weeks ago, basically. Yeah, nice. Never been to Tulsa.
It's a small field.
Ryan in the chat, how's everyone doing today? Fantastic, Ryan. How are you?
It's always 17 for the circuit.
Thank you all for being here.
Except in Tulsa, this is the only time they didn't.
Watching this PGT High Roller. I'm Jeff Platt. He's Brent Hanks. 6th place finisher in the Texas Poker Open main event.
Got it.
Price was like 750.
Okay. But it's small for.
Have you spent all the money yet?
A circuit main, 'cause when they run the.
Well, yeah, I played cash for 2 hours last night.
So you were Busto.
Cherokee, they'll go like 2 mil.
Okay, gotcha.
So I felt kind of scammed. Exact same event. Structure, everything, players. Like,
You gotta just be grateful, bro, and wait for the
I
next
was
one to come around.
grateful. Yeah. I was like, damn, I was in the small ones. Yeah,
For
so
now. For now.
Yeah, the first place prize would have been like 3x.
Deng firing 200K on the river here. And wins. Clement Deng, about $1.1 million in live tournament earnings, finished 80th place in the main event here. We will see more and more of him in these high rollers. Played the entire U.S. Poker Open in Vegas. And while he didn't have success, he did convince a friend to come play one event. His friend Grant ordered a glass of wine at the bar 30 minutes before kickoff of the final table. Respect. We liked him immediately.
Yep. Keep him around.
Yeah. This man, Sepiol, WPT World Champion.
Feng with the 5s.
Cool.
And wow, this is, I expected just a jam
Same.
here with the pair. This is very
Chewy
tough
stack
now.
at 400, 500-ish.
This is
But yeah, every situation's going to be
This
tough.
is just the difficulty. There's so many flops where you just can't proceed. You're simply playing guessing games. Can see now statistically, Sepiol doesn't have a pair and still the favorite with the open ender and the overs. Quick fold out of the way. So Feng was just, I think, content. Call. Maybe we make a 5, get a favorable board, and go with it, while not risking his tournament life in hopes that maybe Chewy is the next to go. I don't have the discipline. I'm just all in there with the 5.
You're like, I have a pair pre-flop.
Trying to get a
folks.
fold, trying to accumulate. Yeah.
And I think Sepiol is light enough. We still understand, of course, Deng the chip leader on Danny's left, but he is light enough in plenty of opens to still have folds versus the jam.
Wow, that's big for me.
That was huge. Chewy gets
Takes
a
the
walk.
walk there for sure.
That's very rare indeed for Sepiol or for Deng to not find a raise. Wow, I'm really surprised. I'm actually watching the replay to see what folds happened. Just nobody had anything they could open.
I've stumbled across what looks to be a pretty accurate four-handed final table sim that says fives is a pretty clean mix of shoving and calling, with the super short stack and Chewy next to you, with the small blind being the chip leader, and with Sepiol on the button having about 20 bigs.
There you have it.
And we'll still jam the fives every time.
Yep, and I'm all in. Yeah.
Old, man.
You're not old.
160.
Good time for Chewy to look down at a good hand in the form of the ace-jack suited after Feng opened off 10 bigs with ace-6 off.
Calling. 480.
There is the jam.
This is pretty sickening for Feng. It's not much to call, but you know Chewy may have you in terrible shape. If you call here, you're 30% at best. I just don't think he can move in with this and make the call despite the price. So brutal.
He's going to call, though. Here we go.
Yeah, he'll gamble, hoping maybe it's king-queen suited, something like that, as a slight favorite.
That's probably worst case scenario.
Instead, it's the pretty dominant ace-jack suited.
One time. You want to see nines, right? Yeah. I guess it's not really a whole lot different, though.
8-4-3. Backdoor straight draws are there. But for now, needs a 6 to eliminate Chewy. It's a 7 on the turn. So that backdoor straight draws come into fruition. Feng needing a 5 or a 6 now. Or he's down to 4 bigs. The river is an ace. Chewy doubles. And Feng is now on the ropes.
Go ahead.
Nikki Buns, just want to say thank you to all the PGT employees and champion staff for making this happen. Finally, people get to see that Houston is definitely in contention for best place to play. Hopefully, y'all come back to do something like this again. Appreciate that, Nikki. We will be back, guaranteed.
How many rave reviews have we heard kind of along those lines, but for players who were just experiencing champions for the first time this week?
I think Victoria Lifshitz, too, said it best. She said her first favorite place to play is the PokerGO studio.
Fair.
And that is fair. Second, of all the stops, every venue she's ever been, right here at Champions Club.
And that's somebody who's played all over the world in
That's
some
right.
of the nicest spots.
160.
Just a An incredible venue that also caters to the player experience. As Feng moves it in with the king-8 suited, he'll be up against Sepiol's 2 4s. A win would get him back to 600K. A loss sends him out the door in 4th for about $26,000.
Also, you're just trying to abuse us.
The local, the Joker Stars member, all in and at risk.
240. Always like a nice prepay.
Oh yeah. You did it to perfection against Mikey earlier, right?
Queen Jack Deuce. Nothing doing just yet for Feng.
That's why the action's so sick. They force the prepay.
Blank on the turn means he's going to need a king or 8 on the river to survive. The river is a 6. It's a good game to Han Feng. Like we said, we'll see more of him, I'm sure. Out in 4th, $25,725.
Not yet, not yet.
And a round of applause for Danny, the WPT World Champ. As we see the 3 remain, all 3 guaranteed $35,525. 18K pay jump from 3rd to 2nd.
Time for a little PLO now. To all the busties.
Yep.
Hop in. Massive field.
We saw some in the lounge by the bar. Joey Weissman, Tzs Shing. They're going to get in there.
You won't believe this. You know who's second in chips right now?
Who's that?
Jeremy Osmus.
You're right. I don't believe it.
Well, I know the way you've been dogging him lately.
No, I just report the facts.
Jesse Lone is 3rd in chips. Josh Aryeh 4th.
Well, I definitely don't believe the Aryeh thing.
Outright chip
Now I know
leader
you're
is
joking.
Konstantin Bucarel.
Okay, I believe that. He's good. This raise is met with a jam for about 1.1 million. Does Danny want to play ball less than 15 bigs?
Wow, this is tough. This is right on the cusp. Ace 8. Oh, yeah, that face says it all against Chewy. There it is.
Makes the call. Here we go. It'd be pretty far behind. Chewy in good shape to work his way up to more than 2.2 million.
Can't do that to me. I mean, it's fair play. You're just trying, but.
3 outs, as usual.
3 outs as usual, Danny says. And there it is, right there.
And
as
he
it goes
hit it.
ace 10-3.
As usual.
And now Chewy in some major trouble looking for that 8 of spades. It's not there on the turn. It'll need to be there on the river or we're heads up. River is a 5. We say good game to an absolute class act. And one of the best players in the world, Andrew Lucky Chewy Lichtenberger, out in 3rd, $35,525.
It just came out of left field.
Do they,
Or pause. Is that what you're saying?
Sepiol looking for his 2nd Texas Poker Open belt buckle. Difference of about 32K from 2nd to 1st as Brian brings that belt buckle onto the main stage. Look at the counts. Shows Danny with a slight lead over Clement.
Well, 40 and 35 bigs, heads up. This could be a battle back and forth. They are 30-minute levels, so it may not last that long. Both of these guys take spots. Extremely creative pre and post. I think we're in for a treat.
Okay, let's do it then. Sepiol will get us started. He's 10-2 lifetime heads up. How about that? Deng 2-1 in the live realm.
Well, Deng just getting started with his
640.
Yeah.
His career.
His 2 wins have come within the last year. I was close on that. Last 2 years.
The Sepiol stat, by the way, remarkable, but it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
He's tremendous at poker.
Great feel for the game.
Incredible instincts, yes, and fundamentally sound.
Makes for a dangerous combination. $200K on the button from Deng. King 3 suited. It's a jam. And a quick fold.
Forgot big blind 80. I gotta make it bigger. Saved some money the last time.
You did.
Matthew Farmer, we're already longer than yesterday. Heads up match.
Yeah, it's true. As the main ended on the very first hand of heads up. Ren Lynch jacks versus Daniel Morantz tens.
Carlene, why aren't you playing PLO?
Shut up.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. You're the PLO guy.
I just don't want to stay for it. I want to get the fuck out of Houston.
Go to Choctaw?
I feel that.
Go to Choctaw?
You are too, right?
Yeah, but like, what's there early? Oh.
I think it's like a fun place to play. Have you been?
No.
They have a movie theater, they have a bowling alley, they have an arcade, they have a pool, they have a jacuzzi, they have. I like that casino a lot.
Jack 9 versus 9-3. 10-6-6, 2 spades. Sounds like, Brent, the PokerGO team's hitting the town tonight.
I
Painting
think
the town.
the Cowboys are headed out. Yeah.
Kamish, Tim Duckworth,
yeah.
Antonio, Brandon, Dylan.
They did a little scouting last night.
That's what it sounded like.
Went to one location or maybe a couple locations, had a great time. They're trying to talk you and I into going out. I gave them a 12.5% line.
For you, yeah.
And
that's
you
fair.
are at now, looks like 2.5%.
Yeah,
up to
very fair.
2.6%.
Up to 2.6. I saw the Kamish, Tim Duckworth rocking the cowboy hat. I said respect.
Seems rather unlikely. I don't come to Champions Club to leave the facility.
Right, we never leave.
I don't leave.
The
I
great
stay right
part
here.
about this place is that we never have to leave. Food's great, the poker's amazing, and the hotel's nice.
It's honestly everything I've ever wanted.
They got a gym here. I know you were in the gym earlier this morning.
Big time gym guy. Got a great room to sleep in, outstanding food, great people to interact with, poker to be played. I mean, for me, it's the dream.
Sepiol 5s in the flush draw. Deng with the no good open-ended straight draw after Danny turns the flush.
Sizable now with the flush, 330. And it's going to push out 10-9. That is very quick, disciplined fold. I think all about the sizing for Deng. Does not have a diamond in his hand to peel.
Carl says most Bills fans are in peak physical condition.
Thank you, Carl.
Not going to see many folds on the button, case in point, the 7-3 offsuit's in there. Sepiol checks the Jack-6 suited, and Deng flops a 7. Also, Brent, on the whole going out thing, I mean, these guys are covering day one of the PLO high roller. So they're going to go out at like 11 or 12. I'll be asleep for like an hour.
No.
Then,
I thought
right?
maybe we'd catch like an afternoon ball game.
Oh, no. It's
Astros,
they're working
Indians
in
town.
there.
Yeah.
I'd go see a baseball game.
I'm down to 0.05%. And that's 0.05%. That's only if I get kidnapped.
Yeah, so 0.05%, those PokerGO guys can get you locked down.
And the kind of place that these guys are talking about going to tonight, this whatever, is a fun room, arcade, what is this?
Cidercade?
Yeah, they might end up getting kidnapped.
I don't know what this place is like.
I don't think that the good people down in Houston care for an Aussie walking around in a cowboy hat.
No, it's disrespectful to the brand. Then again, everybody's here is so nice. Unlike Tim.
Could be a fun one here. 10-9, very, very playable hand. Playable even as much as calling what I assume will be a large raise from Deng out of the big blind. Keep our eyes on this.
360.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Sizable.
360 is indeed sizable, and I think Deng would be doing this with a lot of the very bad and a lot of the very good. The frequency, the balance will be perfect, hence why we must call 10-9. Hand plays too well in position. However, now when you're up against an overpair.
Yeah, to your point, 10-9, way too good to fold pre, and this will probably allow him an exit route as it comes king-king-5.
Part of running good is not making pairs,
Yeah.
not connecting in these types of situations, and that was Exhibit A for Sepiol.
Ryan, how many participants? 49 in this one, creating a prize pool of $245,000 with more than 85K up top. It's a really good number for this first try at PGT High Roller Series in Houston. And speaking of good numbers, that PLO 5K is crushing.
Yeah, up to about 65 total entrants. They're only in level 3.
They're going to get to more than 100 then, like you said, for sure.
Well, with REA in the mix, that's at least 10 entrants right there.
And another 10 people who come to play because they hear that he's playing.
Right.
That man likes to put the chips in the middle, whether it's PLO or no limit.
You know, Josh, REA, and Sean Deeb. Sean Deeb, by the way, also playing the PLO event. He's in for bullet number 27. Last night, I went up to my room a little after midnight, I believe. They were still up playing what's known as a milestone satellite.
They were in the satellite.
Yeah.
Really good for them.
Having
Respect.
drinks. If in order, Josh had to win. You get paid 5,300 in Lammers, right? Had he won, I believe was still going to be stuck.
Oh dear.
On the number of entrants into the satellite.
The satellite, he gets buried.
Yeah.
Huh.
So sounds like a pretty good satellite to be in if REA is in the mix.
Maybe we'll play the satellite for the 10K no limit.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then just late reg it after the stream tomorrow.
Wow. I didn't even
Maybe
think
we
about
stumbled
that.
across something, didn't we?
Is it a 1K?
I would assume so.
We might be better off just doing a 1K flip and go.
Probably so. All of it with the ace-5. Spines have gone up to 50K, 100K, 100K. Big blind, ante. Yeah, Brent, 6 p.m. 1K, 1,100 milestone.
Same hand.
You start with 20K, you just got to get up to 200K, and they just give you a 10K seed and 1K in cash.
You're in.
It's at 6 p.m. for whoever wants to join us.
Well, first I'm going to win my buy-in in the cash game, and then I'm going to parlay it.
Win the buy into the Sadie in the cash game.
And then parlay
Late
it
reg
into the
this,
Saturday. Yeah. Unless I just win the 10K buy-in in the cash game, which would be one hell of a session.
That
playing
in a
1-3.
1-3.
Yeah.
In Houston, it's possible.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, you're right, you're right, you're right. It just makes sense. I keep them anyway.
Did I tell you, by the way, as we watch Sepiol do his thing, King 5 goes to 230. Dang. Defense. By the way, you defend very wide and heads up. I'm sure a lot of you guys have picked up on that watching the stream. Heads up, you just have to widen your ranges. You get dealt so few very good hands. And that goes both ways for both opponents. As I was saying, Jeff, in the cash games, I happened to meet a barber, a local barber, a hairstylist and a barber.
Okay.
Plays all the 1-3 no limit games. Bit of a local legend, as they call them. So, if we come down here for long stretches, much like this trip, and we need a haircut, we've got our guy.
He's got us covered.
We got him.
Nice, the barber.
And I also, I call him the barber.
I like it.
I don't think that's what anyone else calls him, but whatever. And with Pennzoil Don and his nail salons.
Oh, my God, we're just
If
covered.
we just want to get the hair done and the petties and the manis in the same day, we can do it all.
Sounds amazing.
Great day.
We got it all covered here.
Right. Never had a petty or a mani. Heard good things.
Got to get one.
What do? They just clip your nails?
They do that, but they polish them off a little bit, file them, moisturize them.
Moisturize your nails?
In some form, yeah.
How do you moisturize a nail?
I don't quite know. I'm probably using some wrong terminology.
Do they clip your cuticles?
Oh, yeah. They'll get rid of those.
It's kind of a gross word, isn't it? Cuticle?
I think it's a fine word.
Like the little flap of skin on your nail?
No, I know what it is. I just think the word's fine.
Cuticle.
Yeah.
I was always uncomfortable whenever they'd say, hey, go sit over there in the cubicle.
Right, different word.
Now,
but,
cuticle, I think that T, that extra T, that does it for me where I don't like hearing that term.
Can we just go back to whoever sent you into the cubicle? How did that scenario come about?
Well, you didn't have cubicles at college where you went? Hey, your group's over in this cubicle?
No.
Or you had an entry-level work position, this is your cubicle?
Yeah, no, I get that. But you were a teacher and a poker player, so when did you
Now, when I first started with Poker Central at our main headquarters, I
were in a cubicle,
I had a cubicle area.
Okay, there you go. El Jefe was like, off to the cubicle you go.
Yeah. We don't want you anywhere near an actual office. We're going to put you over there in our lone cubicle.
Scoops can confirm cuticle is a gross word. All right, so maybe I'm just in the wrong here.
Just an awkward word, perhaps. Maybe not gross.
Alex says he has some mutual friends with Clement Deng. That Deng quit his coding job at Microsoft to go pro a few years ago.
Didn't know that. I didn't know it was coding. I knew he was an outstanding swimmer. University of Pennsylvania, hell of an athlete. Competitive by nature.
Well, we better get to know him because we're going to see him a lot.
Oh, we will. Yeah, he runs in all the tighter circles that you and I have grown close to. The guys that come to us for advice in these situations.
It doesn't seem to play out that way, really.
Well, as an advisor for Octopi Poker, Jeff,
true.
A lot of people are wondering.
That's a good point
about your thoughts.
I see a post from a certain somebody, goes by Ninja. It says, can't wait to take everyone's money tonight.
Yeah.
That is the Nutcase Milk Poker Night.
It is the Nutcase Ninja Poker Night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Phil
Yeah.
Hellmuth also in the mix?
At the PokerGo studio. We'll be live streaming right here on this very channel, on the PokerGo YouTube channel, shortly after this broadcast concludes.
Steve Aoki, the Winans are in there. Jeff Gross.
Yeah.
Nate Hill. Remco Rinkema, Joe Ingram on the commentary.
You want all of them, I'm guessing? I can take them all. They're out of play completely. Yeah. 1.2 then. Oh, probably is. Yep.
Now, the last time Ninja played in a cash game with Hellmuth, wasn't there like $6 million on the table or something ridiculous out there at Hustler?
Yeah,
where
that
Keating
was
was
a
in
wild
for like
game.
$3 million.
And Hellmuth kept buying him for like 20K at a time.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be that crazy tonight, but who knows? Imagine if Keating just wanders in, pulls up a chair, and the game just goes off.
No idea what to expect.
We got one hell of a week of streams in general. We're going to cover all the remaining high rollers here at the Texas Poker Open. Same time, same place, right here on the channel. Tonight, of course, as mentioned, Nutcase Ninja Poker Night. Then on Saturday, Jeff, you and I arrived back in Las Vegas. We head straight back to the PokerGo studio
That's
for
right.
the CPT Invitational, the Celebrity Poker Tour. Packed house, incredible roster. All coming to party and play a little bit of poker. So excited to get back with those guys. Then I'm going to sleep for a week. And then go to Los Angeles with you.
Where are we going?
For
Los
another
Angeles?
2 weeks in L.A., where we're going to cover a bunch of WSOP circuit events.
That's you and me?
That's you and I.
Let's go then.
Natalie Bodie on the sidelines out there
gonna be
with
great
us.
to have Natalie with us.
So we are just nonstop. And then when we get back from L.A.,
we get a couple months off.
At the end of May, we're going to have a chance to sleep for about a week. And we go right into the World Series of Poker.
Hate to break it to you, my man. I think it's about 2 days.
That's what I meant about 2 days.
Yeah.
Is that when the first 5K is?
28th of May. We get back the 26th,
That's our first event?
right? Yeah. I mean, that's not final table day, but that's when the World Series starts.
Oh, when's the broadcast? The 30th?
Yeah.
Oh. Didn't know that. I haven't looked at dates that far ahead.
We'll sleep in August. This is awesome. We love it.
I don't think we will. We've got 2 CPT events coming in
dear.
August as well. We're just around the clock.
Do we have 2 in August?
Yeah, game night, August 10th, and then another invitational August 30th.
Love it. Let's go. And by then, we'll probably need another trip to Champions.
I was going to say
Open,
that.
perhaps.
Then we got to come back here and do another cash festival. Set up a 4 or 5 day stretch of cash games with Hellmuth and some other legends. I'm going to really go nuts for this next one, by the way.
The next one here?
Yeah, I'm going to bring in some heavy hitters. If it works out, I'm going to talk to Roble and see if we can get a Roble game down here in Champions Club, introduce him to the gang, and play big. Play
That'd be
very
big.
And I'm sure you heard Sean Deeb scolding me about not inviting him to the last one.
I heard
On air.
that, yes.
It's not my fault. I was told do not invite Sean Deeb.
And he said something like, you didn't invite me to the last few.
There
You're
was
like,
one.
what? There's one in between.
And I kid, of course. Sean Deeb, welcome.
I don't.
Love to have him. I told him I need him to assemble a roster. Do you know how hard it is to invite a bunch of people and say, hey, and you have the opportunity to play with Sean Deeb, who will outplay you, laugh in your face, ridicule you on stream,
Needle you
tweet about you.
relentlessly.
Yeah. He's certainly become, I think, the #1 heel in poker.
For sure.
I don't think it's close.
If Sean Perry played more, it'd be close.
Wow, look at this development. Jumping back into poker, heads up, typically we go through lulls. This will not be a lull.
No, it will not. It's 8s and 6s for Deng versus the top pair of the backdoor straight draw for Sepiol.
And with the stack depths, Sepiol drifted down around the 20 big blind mark. There's a chance this money just gets in.
Yeah. Just the check raises to 350K.
Certainly cannot fault Sepiol for just calling. Try and keep worse hands in, keep the bluffs in. Anytime you shove, you probably only get called by better. Unfortunately, I believe a big decision will be looming.
With 1 million in the pot and the King of Diamonds arriving on the turn.
$325.
Oh, look at this. Spectacular.
Yeah.
Delicate sizing. He would do this with all of his semi-draws and semi-bluffs as well, I believe.
And could set up about a pot-size river
Exactly.
jam.
Setting it all up. Sepiol aware. He knows this could get dicey. But with that 8, compelled, must come along for the ride. Oh, wow.
And the river, somehow, some way, brings the case 8. And folks, I do believe that that is a wrap.
You're looking at your newest champion here at the Champions Club. Great shot. Frozen in the moment, about to pile it home. He will get called, and this thing is over.
There is that jam. There is that call. There is that win for Clement Deng. Good game to Daniel Sepiol, the WPT World Champion, out in second for $53,900. But it's Clement Deng getting the job done and winning a PGT Texas Poker Open High Roller, winning $85,750, winning that oh so pretty Texas Poker Open belt buckle. What a way to wrap things up.
I predict one of many victories for Clement Deng. What a bright future he has in this game. And Sepiol, a runner-up finish. He already has a title down here. He is having an outstanding series as well. A fine finish.
Deng joins Victoria Lifshitz, Aram Zobian, Mr. Sepiol himself, as Brent said, and Ren Lin as our Texas Poker Open champions. One final look at the payouts and one final reminder that we will be back tomorrow. The plan is 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, 11 a.m. Pacific time for coverage of this 5K PLO High Roller, which will be absolutely massive. Cannot wait for that. For our entire crew, for Brent Hanks, I'm Jeff Platt. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time at the Texas Poker Open.
Play your hand, play your hand. No buck counting the stacks, stacking the bag.